Victor Bailey Jr., Rob Lewis, then Chloe Levering.
Victor, you were part of some talented teams at Oregon, but what can you say about the balance on this team? I mean, it looks like you guys could go, 8, 9, 10 deep and not really have any drop off, especially on the perimeter.
Yeah, no, we're a close group. We're brothers. We love each other. This is probably the closest. This is the team that I've been the closest with every guy down the line, from the starters to the guys at the end of the bench. We love each other. We're brothers, and when a team is so close, special things can happen.
Chloe.
Yeah, Victor, could you just talk about the depth that this team has? I mean, it's almost like you're never seeing the same 5 guys on the court. It's always different people getting able to play. And just as a returning player, how do you find this important to your all's growth as a team?
That's very important. When if you make a mistake or you're not having a good game, your teammate has your back. I know I can always count on my guys. I can count on my brothers to have my back, and that's big for us. It's really big.
Mike Wilson, then Troy.
Yeah, VJ, when you get a game like this from Olivier, how much does that, raise even further this team's potential throughout the rest of the season?
It's big. It's inevitable. I knew it would happen. He worked so hard. I knew eventually, things would start going for him. And, when he's playing well, and that depth, really helps us, and we can get things going. And I know we're going to be a good team because of it.
VJ, Rick talked a lot about feeling like Keon and Jaden were not maybe unprepared for today's game. Do you remember as a freshman what it was like kind of having to get ready for games like this, and kind of what's your advice to them moving forward?
As a freshman, you're always going to have up and downs. That's just how it works. Some games you'll be doing well, and some games, everything is new. Everything is new for them. But they're talented. They're good kids. They work hard. Good things will happen. So, like I told them after the game, just keep your head up, keep doing what you're doing, and good things will come.
Nicholas Hill and David Pascal.
Victor. So, you guys were not really letting them get a lot of open threes, but in the second half there for a while, they were kind of making some really tough shots. Just how do you keep motivated from series to series when you're doing everything you can defensively to contest shots, but they're making some really difficult looks?
Coach Schwartz says, when guys hit tough, we'll live. When guys hit tough shots, Coach always says we'll live. We'll live with those. Our job is to make them hit tough shots. If we can do that the whole game and they're just hitting tough shots, kudos to them. But forcing tough shots, forcing tough twos, that's what we want.
Victor, a couple of quick ones for me. 4th game in 8 or 9 days. Did this feel like a tired team? Were y'all a little more tired today than the past few games, do you think?
Yeah, our legs are a little heavy. Having a lot of practices and squeezing these games in, but we're prepared for it and we work really hard. So, when the challenge comes, we're ready to take it.
And wanted to ask just about these next few days. Obviously, this was a season that got the delayed start because of COVID. How important is it? I know it's going to be Christmas in Knoxville, but how important is it for y'all to kind of lay low? And I know there was already a South Carolina situation where they've had to cancel next week or postpone. How important are these next few days on the COVID front?
Very. It's important that we take care of our bodies, take care of our minds. It'd be good to see our family, but stay safe most of all. But these days are very important for us. Very important.
Wes.
VJ, what went through your mind when you see Josiah kind of walk to the bench there late in the game, and he's got a non-contact little left knee injury? Was there some concern there from you? And then how would you describe Josiah's role on this team?
I didn't see that happen. I just kind of saw him walking off, but he's a tough kid. I know he'll bounce back. He's fine. But like I said, he's a tough kid. He works really hard. His impact is needed. He's one of our best offensive rebounds. We know he's going to do the dirty work for us. We know he can hit shots. He's vital to this team's success.
How important are those guys who kind of do a little bit of everything? It seems like he does. Like you look at his stat line today, and it's a lot of numbers up there.
We need it. We need it. We got a lot of guys who can score. We got a lot of guys who can put the ball in the basket, but we need other guys to do other things, rebound. We need guys to play defense, need guys to get deflections, and we got a lot of guys that can do that. And, you know, we're a full team, and we're going to be a problem for people.
Ben McKee.
Kind of a similar question to Wes. Josiah dove for a loose ball that was going out of bounds, and I think he took off from about the free throw line. Just how much did that energize the team? Seemed like it really sparked you all.
So much. When guys lay out and show our team that, you know, we're willing to do that, we're willing to get on the floor, willing to do the dirty work, it brings the energy, and you can feel it through the whole bench. And when guys are doing that, you know, we're going to be successful.
Thank you, VJ.